What?
Hey, yo, what's good? It's your boy Black.
Southside say it's your man Jay.
What's going on? It's your boy Max Vision. This is
Keep it in mind.
Alright, sorry for y'all on Instagram. That was nuts.
On the gram, they're like, what the fuck?
For those of you on YouTube, we kind of started the show and we didn't plug in the mic, so we started it over. All right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, yes. We are here with the lovely
Lynn, also known as Coco Thunder to be specific. But I am in my soft girl era now, so I go by It's Within.
It's within.
Yes.
I like
It's
that.
Within.
It's Within.
What's within?
A whole lot of shit. A whole lot of shit.
That was Coco just now. I feel like.
Coco's still there. Coco's still. Don't get it
She's more
twisted.
balanced now.
But she's
you
chilling
know
now.
What I mean?
Alright,
Yeah, she come
alright.
out when she need to. But for the most part, very balanced. Very chill. I do a lot more listening now.
Okay, so for the people who don't know,
Yeah.
who was Coco Thunder and who is with It's Within now?
Okay,
And what's the
sure.
difference?
I want to hear about the transformation.
Absolutely.
Guys. I would say Coco was always just like the rebel, and I always did whatever the I wanted to do. Can I curse?
Yeah.
All right, yeah. And I've never really wanted to fit a paradigm or like walk in other people's expectation. I do what I want. So to me, that always meant I could be ghetto, I could be highly intellectual, I could be just very multifaceted. Like, I could be into art, I could shake some ass, I could make some herbal products, like just a lot of different shit, and just not falling into the box that people desire to put me in. Now, kind of a bit in social retirement, I would say. So maybe a lot less of the ass shaking. If we was doing it at a frequency of like 4 times a month, we might do once a month now, you know? So it's a transition. But yeah, I think I just hold more space for others now. That's like the best way for me to put it.
Social retirement. What is exactly a social retirement?
I'm starting to value my own presence and time differently. Whereas I said I can go anywhere and do anything, but just because you can doesn't mean you should. And that is where I am at in my understanding. So yeah.
Talk your talk, Rich. You was about to ask something.
Are you in a relationship?
Oh damn, Rich.
We want to know.
No, I am not. I'm actively dating right now, so seeing my options. To be quite frank, I'm in my late 20s. I don't see the reason to rush and lock myself down without viewing my options, but also without seeing, like, I'm not dating just to end up with a man or have a kid by 30. I know that used to be like the goal or whatever, but I'm dating to build. I'm building myself to be a wife indeed, but also just to be a powerful woman, a powerful parent, like a lot of different types of things. Like I'm not rushing myself. I'm seeing my options. I'm testing them out. I'm looking for emotional intelligence, and I'm kind of seeing what's out there.
So you wouldn't be open to having a boyfriend if you met the right guy right now?
I would be, but back in the day, what I would look for, very surface level things like, you know, basic romance and, you know, like flowers and just going out on dates and shit like that. And that's cool. I still love it. Like, I'm still a woman, but now I'm looking for emotional intelligence. Do we speak the same language? That's what's important to me now. And just when we communicate, do you understand me? Do we need a translator? Emotionally, are we willing to work through things? Can you meet me halfway? I'm all about evolution right now. Yeah.
All about evolution.
I like that.
All right. I mean, I respect that. I was gonna say, what was your longest relationship?
My longest relationship was 3.5 years.
How long ago was that?
That was a long time ago. That was like late high school days.
Oh, so you not a real
I
relationship?
haven't. It was a relationship.
You don't consider anything after high school a real relationship?
It
If it didn't continue on?
Right.
No, you was.
It was a relationship, but
When did it start? In 10th grade?
All right.
Point me. Sorry. All right, we don't count about
Yo,
that one.
masterminds. Y'all think any relationship in high school was an actual relationship? Yo, Rich is talking some facts.
I mean, don't get me wrong. They shape you. They shape you.
They're very important.
They shape you, but hold on, wait.
I'm gonna let them talk. I'm gonna let them talk. So I can do my thing. Look, you see, you can.
I don't hear something like that.
My man said, hold on, play.
All right, my bad. All right, check it
All
out.
right, let's scratch it. Let's take that one out. So my longest relationship has probably been like 2 years of like my 20s, and I'm 27. So yeah, like 2 years.
2 years.
Mm-hmm.
What caused the end of that relationship?
So I think it was more so one of those things where I began the like Coco to It's Within transition, and we just didn't resonate anymore. Like,
So your
I
partner
was
was with Coco?
yeah, and I was mindlessly
And,
following my partner, and the leadership. I don't want to say the leadership wasn't there, because I think he was leading based off how he could, you know what I mean? But ultimately, what I will say is that I needed different things. My priorities changed. My health became a major priority, like mental health, everything. So that's it. I needed him to lead me in different ways, and we had to part.
Okay.
Yeah.
I respect that. I mean, have you ever cheated on anybody?
Yeah, I cheated. I did.
Yeah, the way she said that was amazing.
That's what they like, duh.
I'm not gonna lie, I cheated. Like, I done got cheated on. I've done the cheating, and yeah.
Was that was what Coco's understanding of how to live life?
I mean, hey,
Was
Coco
it-
didn't get caught. She didn't get caught.
I mean, if he watching this now, he know, right?
Well, I mean, fuck it.
I mean, it
It is what it is, man.
I mean, is it that 2 year relationship?
Not that one. A previous one. It was a shorter one.
Sure.
It was. No. It was a shorter one. I didn't cheat in that 2 year relationship. But, another one, a shorter one, I did. And I think it taught me something very important. I would end up in relationships. And I didn't understand that was the issue up until now. I didn't actively choose to be with somebody. It's like, yo, we spending all this time together. We hanging out all the time. We vibing. Like, we've been doing this. So, fuck it, let's be together. But it wasn't like something where it's like, yo, like, what would it look like for us to truly be together emotionally, physically, expectation-wise? We never talked about all that. We just was like, fuck it, we've been doing it anyway. Let's just be in a relationship. So it wasn't me actively choosing someone. It was just convenience. They were there.
Talk.
They were there.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we before we get into our topics and everything like that, I did want to let you speak about what you were showing us earlier.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. So I do have this beautiful product right here, and this is my black honey. You guys can follow me at its_within_ on IG, and this is black seed. So what I call this is like a tune-up for your body. Now, it starts at many different phases, but the first phase for most people, depending on how you take care of yourself, will be the detoxifying stage, where you are removing mucus and you are removing waste. Now, we know mucus, virus, bacterias, and waste are the ultimate causes of disease, right? But also, like, when we think about lifestyle, diet, and all these different things, like, there's so much gunk that builds up in our body, right? Like, for my smokers, ganja smokers, yeah. I know y'all be having that upper respiratory shit going on in the morning where you feel that mucus up there. This will help you eliminate that. This will also help you, and it's like a gradual cleanse. For my people who don't poop every day, you need to be doing that, because that's a very important part of just maintaining the body. It will also help you go to the bathroom regularly, and it kind of transitions your body from like a very I don't want to say toxic, but waste-filled environment to a more healthy, balanced environment. So it's also like adding oxygen to the blood and building hemoglobin through the red blood cells, and we all need that. It's helping with those white blood cells and building your immune system so you can fight disease as well. So it's
So what do you do? You
Maintaining-
ingest it? What do you rub it
Yeah.
on your face? What do you do?
I mean, well.
How does this work? Tell me how
Put a
this
rub it in
works.
your face, you can, but the ideal way to take it is to stir that jar, because that honey and the black seed is going to separate.
Oh, okay.
And then you want to have an even thin syrup consistency, and then you take 1 teaspoon daily. That is the starting dose. I have been doing this for about 1.5 years now, so I can take 2 teaspoons depending on where I'm at. If I do need like an extra immune system boost, and there's mass shit going around right now, I'm not trying to be a victim, so I've been taking my 2 teaspoons, right? And you take it in the morning, but also, I don't have this with me. There you go, thank you. I am also working on a different product as well right now, and I'm doing samples for different people, kind of like a test trial type of thing. And this is a blue vervain elderberry infused honey. That is more so for your mental health and, you know, kind of supporting the central nervous system. So it's going to support with pain, with headaches, with also endocrine system or hormonal imbalance. If you are also somebody who needs to remember your dreams, it'll help with that. If you don't dream at all, it will also help with that too. It helps with your mood. If you go through seasonal depression from a lack of vitamin D, you can also take that to just kind of help you feel better. And that's also a honey, but that one you can take it as is, also a 1 teaspoon dosage. But I like to go the extra mile and make some like iced teas and different things with it. And yeah, so I'm doing samples for that. If you are interested in a sample, I can provide a 4-ounce sample. All I need from you is feedback.
At its_within.
That's
Underscore.
It's_within_.
All right. So anyway, all right. Make sure y'all go check that out. Make sure y'all check out Black Honey.
Yeah, black honey.
All right, and look out for her newest product dropping soon.
Yep. If you're interested in a sample, just let me know. We could talk about it. I just need some feedback from you. That's it.
All right, there we go. So anyway, Jerry,
Let's do it.
how was your weekend?
Great, man. It was quiet, chill.
Nice.
It was pretty chill for me too. Honestly, I ain't do much. I ran errands and stayed in bed.
Cool. Just a cool.
Just a cool weekend. Yeah, same here. Pretty
Okay.
cool weekend. Chill, laid up, watch movies.
It was nasty out yesterday,
Yeah,
so ain't nobody want to do shit.
I watched Scarface yesterday.
How was that?
Again?
Yes.
For the 200th time?
But you can watch. You
Yo,
can
Scarface, if Scarface is on the
Listen,
TV,
man.
even with commercials, I'll just
It wasn't even on
I just
TV,
get
man.
caught up.
I saw it on Netflix. And I was like,
Listen, you know I watch Shotters at least once a month.
bruh.
my shorty
just
never
have
seen
to.
Scarface.
What?
And she fell asleep, so she never seen it last night.
It's a long
Ridiculous.
movie though, right? It's hella long.
It's like
yeah.
2 and
2 hours.
2 hours and 20. Yeah, 2
Something
hours.
like that.
It's an amazing movie.
Yeah, it's an amazing movie.
Right.
Bruh, third world cop, and then shot us, and then a few Haitian movies, and then I call it a day, bro.
What's it called? Well, since we all had a cool weekend, I'm pretty sure we all see what was going on on the internets,
This entire week
on the webs.
on the internet.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean,
What has been going on?
I mean,
for people who've been living under a rock.
for people who been living under a rock, Jada Pinkett Smith is on an emasculation tour.
That's what we're calling
When
it.
you say her
Golly.
name, say it with capitals. Jada Pinkett Smith.
I recall-
Okay. With capitals.
And it's a question mark on the Smith part.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all scared ready to say hashtag free will. That's a fact,
Yeah,
man. Let
yeah.
Will go, bro.
Nah, free my name.
Free will for real.
So, as you guys
Jesus.
seen, this weekend I did post, I don't know, Okie Dokie 1 or something like that on Instagram. He had a post where it said, at this point, matter of fact, forget that. How do y'all feel about what's going on with Jada Pinkett Smith and the going on to the book tour that she's on?
Lynn.
Damn, man, I just gonna start with me
Of
like
course,
that. I
of
mean,
course.
to be honest, I think that's some fuck shit. But if that's her truth, you can't tell her that's not her truth. It is what it is. But at this point, it seems very narcissistic and manipulative. I'm not gonna lie, because
Why you say that?
if you can have a man that will defend you, although you guys are separated, and you can't even defend his masculinity on the internet, and he's slapping other niggas for you, and you over here every chance you get, you embarrassing that man. You don't deserve him. And I don't know if he's like the best partner in the world, but to defend your honor publicly and you just keep destroying his, damn, that's tough.
Dark Skin Ready said only Jada will respect his kiss.
Facts.
Which is true.
How do you feel about her as a person? In the way, like with her behavior.
The way, like I said, like my perspective is limited as everybody else's, but it just seems very self-centered. It seems like there's a lot of resentment. Like, it just screams resentment. Like, and as a woman, I think when we are at that point where we just fucking hate the person you are with or your partner, you get evil and you treat them like shit. And that's actively what she is doing. And I think it's fair to also say that man risked his career and legacy for you, because outside of your partnership, we know him as an actor. And look at what he did for you and your
rapper. He's a
musician. Yeah, very talented actor. Like, he's an icon. He's been doing this, you know, and especially in the black community. And then you just continuously destroy everything he's built. But then also, well, sir, what the fuck is you doing? Like, be fucking for real. Like, when you don't choose the right woman by your side, she will destroy you. Like, it also seems like a sense of vanity too. Like, when you choose vanity, you will get vanity in return.
Wow. So you think he chose it just because of her looks?
I think partially, yeah. Like, Jada is beautiful, and she was always known for her looks. I would say that too. But yeah, there's a sense of vanity there, because I'm pretty sure you had other options and you chose her. So now, hey, it is what it is. Deal with the consequences. And it sucks. It sucks that it's happening to him, but that was your decision too. I'm pretty sure there was some point where you could have chosen yourself and you didn't.
Would you be in a relationship and allow someone to do what she's doing to him?
Fuck no. I mean, no. Like, I'm gonna walk away. In what
sense? You're gonna get a divorce?
I'm gonna get a divorce. I'm willing to, and I know, like, assets wise and like money and finances and building a legacy, it's hard to walk away from that. But you know what's crazy? Publicly cheating, like even Beyonce and Jay-Z type shit, that's a easier blow than what the fuck she's doing. That's an easier blow. To be honest, it would have been easier to take seeing them with other people and stepping out and just never addressing it publicly instead of all of this. Because at this point, I'm like, you're just looking for every single opportunity you can find to destroy this man.
What's it called?
I feel like it's a little easier for let's put it in this perspective. You're the person who's going to lose 50% of your assets when you file for the divorce. Are you still filing for that divorce now?
If I made it once, I could make it twice.
No, you will. Don't they have to continually maintain that? They have to maintain their style.
I'm pretty sure.
And even if that is the case, I mean, this is just my personal opinion too. Like, if I've lived in that level of comfort and luxury for that long, personally, I would choose my peace instead of dealing with that stress. Like, even if I would have to downgrade in lifestyles a little bit, like, I've been living in lux for so long, and I know it's a hard transition, but give me my peace. Luxury and money with no peace?
I mean,
if I had to have...
You work for... my bad.
You did work for it.
That's a good question,
If
Richard.
I had to have $5 million instead of $10 million for my well-being, take it.
Take it.
Take it, bro.
Not
Rich, it seems like you...
I'm saying half.
You disagree with
It's
you.
more than that, but it's half. Like, what?
Right.
If she's going to get half, take it.
So you file for the divorce and tell it. All right.
If I have to have $250 million instead of $500 million for my peace, take it.
Rich.
Take it, bro. I'm sorry. You're not gonna be going on shows talking about, oh, he hasn't called me his wife in years. I was shocked. Like, this man smacked his friend for you at the Oscars, bro.
Ruined his career.
Come on, man.
Put a stain. I don't know if he ruined his career.
He
Came out with a
ruined it,
movie
bro.
like a month afterwards,
Nah,
but
I don't know if he ruined it because, no lie, I heard I Am Legend about to come out on Netflix and he about to come out with a part 2.
Oh, that shit sound
Part
dope.
2. You see, but I'm still gonna go
and
see
he came
Legend.
out with Emancipation, and I hear
I
it was a good
didn't see
movie.
it. Was it good? Was it good?
I hear it was a good
I didn't
movie,
see
you know,
it.
but people were, of course, you know, kind of boycotting it in a sense for you know what happened at the Oscars. But
Cancel culture is temporary.
he had a stain. He has a stain. He has a stain on his legacy. He has a, you know, like I'm not gonna lie. I was definitely one of the people that looked up to Will and was like, you know, I wanted to follow in his footsteps in a while. You know, for a while, the man did what he did and created a show, created a movement, created an entire. And I mean, after he was being a rapper that was like, you know, conscious and against like cursing and stuff like that. And, you know what I mean? Like, and people would clown him for it, but he was just like, yo, this is what I honestly, like, I thought he was a great person for doing those things. And then after that slap, and then now finding out these things, I'm like, I don't know who that man, I don't know who he was doing it for and the reasons he did it. Like, I just don't get it. Like, I would do this for my wife, yes, but I have a lot more history of my wife backing me than I feel like she has done for him publicly. It's like, it's insane, bro.
It's only so many times my wife can pour out her love for another man.
Yo, I didn't even get to that. I didn't even get to that.
That's a fact.
Once I heard you,
It's
bro.
only so many times you could do that. With no, you go do
May he
it
rest
one
in
time.
peace,
You can do
bro.
it one time. He died. You feel you okay.
You got
Right, y'all
one
had something. There was something there. I
You
got
got
you.
one time.
You
After
got
that,
48 hours to cry with me. 48 hours to mourn.
Really?
And after that, I don't even want to see it. I mean, to be quite frank, you got your
I'm
48
sorry.
hours.
Yes, get over it, bro. I'm sorry. You got to get over it.
Rich, you never said your two piece. Would you give up half of your earnings? Let's say you were a $10 million man.
I'm gonna go with it's cheaper to keep her. I personally feel like Jada's not embarrassing him anymore at this point. She's embarrassing herself, in my opinion. Like even now that with the book saying that Pac proposed and all this different stuff, she's embarrassing herself.
And that she
That's
was a
crazy,
drug
'cause that-
dealer.
And she had a gun held to her. Yo, bro, I'm not even saying it didn't even happen. Chill. Like, how old? What are you trying to prove right now? Like, what are you doing?
Pac
That
is
you was
not
in the street.
there.
That you was in the streets with Pac. Congratulations. He's dead. Like.
No, she is.
Yes.
No, I agree with you. She is definitely making herself look like a clown.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean?
Still,
Forget all that, but still stuff. Like even the whole.
She's
Even
married. She's not just
hold on,
making
hold
herself
on.
look like a clown, bro.
Marlo once said on The Wire, "My name is my name,"
yeah.
and that's just it. Like, she can't. She's dragging this man's name.
I'm not disagreeing. Hold on. I understand that, but at this point in time, no one's looking at it as if she's giving some type of information that's necessarily tainting our view of Will Smith anymore. Now what she's doing, everybody feels as though she is dragging it.
Yeah,
Everybody
she
feels
is.
that way. Like, it's not even like she's saying something where it's like, oh, word. Everybody's just like, oh, we expect this shit now.
No, that divorce shit, I was like, this nigga slapped his friend for not even his wife or his BM. Like, he slapped his friend for his
Well, a person who doesn't
for his
consider them,
estranged BM.
It's not.
Like, what?
But I mean,
That's crazy.
I kind of disagree with you guys on his name is his name, and she's only embarrassing herself. She is married to Will Smith. There is that marriage means a union. That means she is embarrassing that entire family.
Facts.
She's embarrassing the
That's a fact.
children,
That's a fact.
and you know, it makes me go back to go, yo. That's why the kids kind of feel the way that they felt or have said publicly the things that they have said about their mom, or they feel like, yo, she's really not holding down the family the way that you would require your you know what I mean, your mom or your wife to hold the family down.
Even,
I was like, that's
even outside of all the Pac shit, first of all, Pac is not there to speak for himself. Like, me and my friend was talking about this and saying how, for all we know, you could have been a jump off.
Facts.
For all we know, you could have been a jump off.
Talking to
Right?
That's what I always thought.
And then, number two, like, he's not there to defend himself. So you have the luxury of saying whatever you want to say without somebody there to speak on their own,
Right.
you know, like,
Fact check or
perspective
anything,
and fact
right?
check shit. Like, and also, what type of parent are you to fuck your child's friend? What type, like, August was Jaden's friend.
Facts.
Why you fucking your child's friend? Like,
Yeah.
and I don't like the fact that
Okay, I feel like Jaden and August were dating. I'm
I
telling y'all right now. It was shit going on over there, bro.
Yo, bro. I mean, listen. From what we've heard, that they've been in an open marriage. We've heard that they've had people come in and we've heard Will has been bisexual or has engaged in same sex relations with people. We've heard all types of shit. You've never heard that?
That Will did gay shit?
No, I never really heard that.
No?
I've heard they say that Will had gay lovers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But like as far as like an actual act, that's what I meant. But like, I'm not gonna lie to you. I think all of that is just hearsay because everything I've ever seen about Will Smith, like even the dude that tried to kiss him, his reaction was very
boxing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Like and every time I hear people tell personal stories about Will, he sounds like he a pretty like outside of being Will Smith for TV. All the stories I hear is about him being a pretty West Philly type of dude. You know what I mean?
I don't know if
I'm not saying that you can't be homosexual as a West Philly type of dude. I'm just saying, like, yeah.
I don't know if y'all watch
Daily Wrap-Up Crew.
What's going on, Daily Wrap-Up Crew?
If y'all watch Uncle Shay's podcast, but he had Tommy Davidson on this week, and he was telling a story. Him and Jada did like a movie.
Yeah, he kissed Jada.
And they had like a kiss scene, and they said Will was in the trailer like
losing his shit.
Like he's
losing like wanted to
I heard
fight
Jay
him.
was the same way over Beyonce, man, and when Lil Wayne and they did that song or whatever, how Jay was wilding and she didn't want he didn't want
trying to say Jay-Z gay too?
No, Jay's as far as like getting upset.
The song she had with Sean Paul.
The song she had with Sean Paul, the one she had with Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne and T.I. or whatever. I heard Jay was like all over them not being too close to her, even in the music video and stuff. It's just like, I mean, like, if that's your girl and that's your woman or whatever, you really don't want any other man kind of, you know what I mean? Like, even if it's listen, I don't
acting, bro.
Even if she's acting, it's bruh, it's not. Beyonce's a whole musician. She's an iconic musician, and he's just and Jay was like, nah, like don't get too close to my woman. Like I mean, like it's just I don't know. Like I feel like he's always my whole thing is that what I'm sad about is that for the entire relationship, I've always seen Will protect and kind of defend his family and his wife. And I just don't see her doing the same thing for him. That's the saddest part that I can tell you about this relationship from the outside. You know what I mean? Because I'm not in this relationship. I don't know what's going on behind closed doors. But publicly, Will always keeps quiet. He never really talks about, what goes on behind the scenes with his family. But she's just going off on the craziness that she's doing, bro, and it's nuts.
Also, I feel like that's because Will chose Jada. Jada didn't choose Will. I think that's what it comes down to. Like, and also, even with the whole open marriage shit, I don't care what you say. Like, and hey, shit, like, correct me if I'm wrong. Any man who loves his woman does not want another nigga piping her down.
Some people would disagree with you, not us any of us here, but like that's a blanket statement.
We have to keep in mind, right?
I understand the flexibility. I understand the flexibility.
Some people that like stuff like that, like
the
cuckolds, and the guys who like to swing. There's a lot of couples like that. You know what I mean? So
fine, sure.
Right,
But
successful relationships where the rules are different, and that's why I say we are from the outside. We don't know, you know what I mean, and the rules could be different.
Finish your thought.
But my thing is like the reason I can't see it is because and it came out that I think Chris asked Jada out or something.
Yeah, she said that.
That's what she said.
No, that's what she said.
That's what she said.
Okay.
And it come out.
And she has no credibility. To me, I don't know.
To me, it doesn't align because, and I understand there are complex relationships, but if he can slap another man for making a joke, right? And let's say he did ask her out. Let's say he did ask her out. If that could draw you there, if that could like take you all the way there, like to physical violence, then how are you maneuvering knowing that the next man is on your wife? Like, to me, it don't make sense, because it's like, now if he didn't, there's certain levels of like, yo, do you be free? But at the same time, though, it's not resonating. It's really not resonating.
You think Will be trying to get back with her and she just be dubbing it? That's why he be acting like this?
Bro, isn't there a video of Jada on live or something like that, telling Will to talk about their personal problems, as he's like, oh yeah, let's talk about, you know, like this thing that happened or whatever, and Will is like, nah, like I don't feel like we should be doing that on like she honestly does not respect the man. For me, Daily Rapper Crew says people with money and success are fucking around the world. LOL. We average wage thinkers. Even if I have money, nobody gonna smash my girl. Red table talk.
If I'm a billionaire, we could be into with whatever.
Right.
No man is penetrating my
girl.
girl. I'm sorry.
It's just you know what I mean. Like I was saying that earlier when we were chilling. I was like, yo. Honestly, rich folks, they live a different life than we live. They have a whole different. They have a whole different reality than we do.
You said that, and then what did I say? I said, then why are there so many other celebrities coming out saying that what she's doing is crazy?
Which is true.
If it's just the normal celebrity life, none of them would be coming out trying to defend Will and be like, yo, please leave this man alone. You know what I mean? Shay Sunshine said that they both crazy.
Nah, they both are crazy. But my thing as well is like, to call Pac your soulmate and shit, and meanwhile you've been married to Will for this long, like publicly, like that's insane. That's
publicly
insane.
married to
That's
like I can't understand that.
For the life of me, I can't get it. You've been married to the man for what, 20 years now? I don't know. However long you've been married to him.
This lady had Will Smith's daughter write a letter to a dead man.
I mean, Rich.
Yes, Jay?
What up?
I don't know.
I haven't heard from him. I haven't heard from him in a while. That's all. I want to hear from you. That's all.
You want to hear you?
No, I was just talking. No, bro. Overall, I'm kind of over it.
You're just over it. Yeah.
My personal opinion, I despise Jada Pinkett. I'm not calling her Jada Pinkett. She's just back to Jada Pinkett now.
Hold on, Daily Rapper Crew asks, how are they both crazy, Shay Sunshine? What's Will doing crazy? I mean, I can't answer for Shay and how she feels, but I think when he
that was crazy.
Yeah, that was crazy. When he smacked Chris Rock, that was crazy. Because if they knew each other and he was already upset about Chris Rock supposedly hollering, he could have been smacked him at any point in time. I'm sure they've done played ball, played tennis, and
listen, Chris Rock said it in his special. He was like, me? He was like, yo, how many people had beef with you?
Ooh.
And you chose me? And it's because, you know, he knew that he was bigger. Will is like, I mean, 6'4", 6'5". Will, I mean, Chris is not as tall. Yo, he chose the weakest person, which to me was like, yo, that makes you weak. That makes you weak to me.
Don't disagree at all. Shay Sunshine said, not setting boundaries is crazy.
That's a fucking fact. That's nuts.
And I always say that, like, you can have some of the best women, softest women, most caring women, but like, you as a masculine, if you're not willing to lead and put certain things in place as well, and like, it is a union, you both are gonna agree to it, then it is what it is. Like, I feel like there needs to be clear lines, clear boundaries. But also, if you do it once, there's no consequence. You do it twice, there's no consequence. You just keep doing it. Then fuck it. Have a field day.
Talk.
Have
I've said
field
this plenty
day.
of times. If you allow it to happen, and that's the reason why I'm like, I really do look at Will in that way, because I'm just like, yo, if you've been around while she did this the first time, she slept with her son's friend, and publicly been embarrassing you like this, and you still kind of choose to defend and not like set clear rules on, yo, bro, this is not gonna fly, or we're gonna go to therapy and work this out, or yo, we're separated, like then absolutely she's gonna be able to do this shit with no consequence, no problems. But she's not worried about him because he's not doing anything.
And you know what's the crazy part? Jada's therapy is red table talk, and she's a therapist and the person that's coming in. You can't play both roles. You can't do that shit. You got nobody to call you out on your shit? Come on. Somebody got to call you out.
Dark Skin Randy said just a bad look for black love, which is I do agree.
And that's why a little bit of divorce.
It don't look as bad as Amber Heard and Johnny Depp, so we good to go.
That's not black love.
That's my point.
Amber Heard and Johnny Depp is.
Listen. White folk do some different shit. That's why he said it. White folk do some different shit. Literally and figuratively.
You're so stupid.
but for like Darcy and Randy said, this is a big black couple. This is like for me, this is like Obama and Michelle, and like Obama's been like the bitch the entire time, bro. It's like, come on.
It's bigger than Obama and Michelle. Jada and Pinkett is on their relationship. Come on, man.
Black royalty.
Yeah.
That's Obama and Michelle.
Big. Come on. We met Obama and Michelle for real in what year?
Yeah, that's crazy.
He's a rich. They don't even talk about that. It came in and went. Talk about what? What did I say?
Maybe Amber Heard and
Yeah.
You know why? Amber Heard is not doing interviews
like how Jada is.
Yep.
Yeah, but she
we just found out she was we just found out she was a crazy white woman, which I kind of think about. I'm like, oh, she just did some shit.
You know, you're childish.
Anyway,
This regular.
She did some shit. All right.
Anyway, we're gonna move
type
on.
of shit they be on.
We're gonna move on from Jada because
Yo.
it's just nuts.
That shit would drive me bonkers.
All I want to say, like, before we end this is like, yo, honestly, for the fellas out there, if you are dating anyone and they are siding with Jada and they understand where she's coming from, that's a clear red flag for you to be like, yo, you know what, I'm good with you. Because if somebody is siding with that kind of mindset and that kind of understanding, that person does not need to be in a relationship or even married for that matter. That's not marriage material.
Right.
And also, like, vet people, not just based off emotions. Or I love you, you love me. Like, love is cool, but it's not enough. And it'll never be enough. Like, you need to vet people, understand how their mind works, understand what they're tied to and what they hold in and who they feel tied to. Like, you really need to take the time to understand, is that person actively choosing you, or are you just the next best option?
All right. Now the Tat said, no matter how people move in their relationships, somebody has something to say so. I think she meant to say too, but all right. It's best they do them and keep the peace however they can. A divorce would be just as controversial.
No, but this is my thing. This is my thing with that. If, like, yeah, people are going to have shit to say about your relationship, but if both of y'all are standing tall on what y'all are saying, that's fine. Who cares what anybody says? Clearly, Will Smith is moving one way, and she's moving another.
They're not in alignment.
They're not in alignment.
Yeah,
like,
and it's clear as day.
If she was talking about Pac and it was cool, and she was fucking niggas and it was like, you know what I mean, and she was all of this stuff, and Will was saying the same thing, then fine. We all gotta mind our business.
Talk your talk.
But they're not aligned.
How many celebrity scandals have we seen with people who are in marriages or committed relationships stepping out, or certain things happening? We've seen so many. Cardi,
a million,
Beyonce, even like the biggest icons, right? What do? They don't make it public and do a whole bunch of freaking interviews. They figure it out at home. If they want to drop a project, they drop a project, but with a certain level of like being discreet about it too. You know, like you're consistently going out there and spilling all the beans, and your husband obviously doesn't want to talk about it publicly. Obviously, y'all not on the same page.
And I mean, like I said, I respect how everybody feels about it. You're not wrong about the whole we are married and that she's embarrassing the family. I feel like it's like she's done what she's like my thing is we know she already did that. And that's why we all have a bit of disdain for her right now. You know what I mean? However, overall, I'd rather her ask me for the divorce. I'm not trying to lose my money. I can live where I live. Dr. Umar said the same thing. He said it's cheaper to keep her. I mean, he was like, don't, because it's like you're bending the knee. You know what I mean? It's like
Nah,
you know what
it is.
It's like you're bending the knee.
It is,
You know
it
what I
is.
mean? Like you see what this person is doing, and for whatever reason she may be doing it, be it resentment, be it jealousy that I'm not as successful, be it whatever it may be. I need the money from me and my future so I can be popping. Whatever it may be, even if it's not about money, who knows? I just feel like, you know what, you want to go do that? I'm gonna go live my life. I'm not trying to have no more. I don't know if Will's trying to have more kids or whatnot, but he can go and have his fun, and that could be on the tabloids. Will was seen with this person. Will was seen with this person. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying he needs to go out and be a hoe. I'm just saying he can go and live his life.
So you're saying you want to hear more Will stories?
I'm not. I mean, it would help. It would definitely help his image. You're right or wrong.
You want there to be a Hot Will summer.
And it's nothing.
Let's have a wild out winter.
It's nothing that turns women on more than, oh, you've been mistreated. It's pussy's getting wet out there. Right. Pussy's getting wet out there. He can get all the sympathy pussy he want. Like at this point, do you? If you're gonna stay. And I understand that because not only did you publicly humiliate me, I get what you're saying. Now I'm supposed to give you half of my... No. I get that now. Because if you went a better route, I probably would have been okay with the separation and divorce. But the fact that you walking around here doing this shit too and trying to end my fucking career, my life, my everything, we finna stay. We locked in. Can
I go back to that sympathy pussy? That caught me off guard.
I know he was stuck on that. Once he heard that, he was like, okay.
We want to be the positive experience. We want to be the one that's like, oh, no one has treated you right, or I've seen you being mistreated. Like, let me show you what love looks like. Women love to show what love looks like. So at this point, sir, like, you would have been getting pussy left and right. Literally sympathy pussy.
Oh, okay.
Women love to show what love looks like.
That is it's the realest statement I've ever heard. Women love to show what love looks like, or what they believe love looks like. Bruh.
I mean, don't men do the same thing?
Yeah, I mean, it's an ego thing. I think it's for all of us, it's an ego thing because we want the validation of being the person that changes that person's views and experiences and everything. It's a human thing, but I definitely think being the fact that we're more emotional creatures and we want to kind of like pour out a bit more when it comes to the emotions, he'll get a lot of sympathy pussy. I do believe that.
Would you ever have relations with a known married person?
No, but in this circumstance, I don't know.
So like, you might have to think about it.
In this circumstance, the lines are a little blurry.
So like you met Will Smith. You met Will Smith today. And he's like, hey, what's up? You know, he's still married. And he want to fuck with you. You fucking with Will Smith?
Maybe not Will, because it's Will. But like, I feel like there's some flexibility in the situation.
Maybe not Will because it's Will.
Maybe not Will because I think it's more publicity, so like the publicity and all that extra shit. But I wouldn't want to be caught up in that little dynamic, to be quite frank. But I think if it is a situation where they have been separated for that long, but the issue with marriage though is like there's always the chance, no matter how small, that they could work it out.
Absolutely.
There's always that chance. So I think if you assess,
right.
It all depends on risk management for you.
Right.
If you're okay with the fact like we're gonna come together and it's not like you're happily married and your wife is being faithful sitting at home, she wilding the fuck out, and we do something.
Bro, you smashed my son's.
Yeah, you smashed. Yeah. How bad does it get?
There's no save.
How bad does it get?
The first public girl that will pull out.
You gotta
understand.
Obviously, he's still down to work out.
When Will gets a good, like, if it comes public that Will is messing with girl X, her life is going to change so fucking drastically in 24 hours. I kind of feel like it's gonna be hard for him. Like, yeah, he might want to get some sympathy pussy, but it gotta be quiet.
My thing too, like if y'all in a fucking open marriage, like y'all said, then this shit was going on anyway. So what's the issue?
Will can't get in trouble for sleeping with anybody.
That's
else
what I'm saying. Y'all was open anyway.
She said that they've been separated since 2016. So she can't go and say, "Oh, I want half because he cheated. He broke my contract."
I'm not talking about money. Yeah. I'm just talking about.
I'm just talking about. I'm just talking about in general. Like he can't be looked wrong for anything because of the fact that you're the one who's going around saying we've been separated since 2016. You're the one saying you never actually met Will Smith.
You know
what I mean? Like,
don't go around saying something that she didn't actually say.
Going on Shadow Remix.
Yo.
It's just nuts. Like
it is nuts. It is nuts.
But anyway,
for real, man. Let's move on, man. That's a toxic ass
all
relationship.
I'm saying,
bro.
if you do your risk assessment and you try to throw that box at Will or whatever, I could understand.
Hey, listen. Will should get on his Nick Cannon shit.
That's a fact.
No.
Just have fun. You know, no kids with it.
The children suffer, Rich. Don't do that.
Will got the time. He's not making movies left and right no more. He's at home making
Bad Boy 4 right now.
Yeah, he's not making movies
right
left
now.
and right now.
As we speak.
You said I Imagine 2 is in the works. Come on. Hey, he's still busy, bro. Don't do that.
Will said it himself. His social media is his bread and butter. And he been making a lot of videos with his family when he got the time.
I unfollowed him on social media.
Who?
Wow.
After the Red Table Talk.
It was embarrassing.
Damn.
It was embarrassing. I unfollowed him.
Yeah, Rich came from behind. It was embarrassing, all right? We had reasons to unfollow him.
Yeah.
Next,
One,
mean,
two,
damn.
3, bad relationship. Shut the fuck up.
Unfollow. Come on, man.
Listen.
Heavy, bro.
Alright, oh shoot.
And I find it
Let's
crazy
move on, let's
too.
move on,
Like
then.
I saw. Sorry, last point. Like I saw
Go
him.
ahead. Go ahead.
I saw him on that like a snippet of it. Yo.
On what?
His on that Red Table Talk shit. His eyes, like the man looked like he ready to bawl his eyes out. You got me
They
sitting
said
here.
he had some allergy shit going on.
Of course.
Come on.
Yeah. Allergic to the bullshit.
This week.
Like
Allergic to Jada's bullshit.
bitching me left and right like that.
Bruh.
You got me on this Red Table about to cry and shit. Like, are you kidding me?
Nah.
Embarrassment, man.
But
no, that is not. That's
Will's a good actor
not
because
wife
supposedly if
material.
they've been separated since 2016, why would he be crying over that? Come on, y'all. Pay attention.
Right.
Anyway.
On to the next
That's because he didn't. No. That's because he didn't know, Rich. He really didn't know, Rich.
Don't dive in there.
He thought there wasn't a full-blown marriage at that point. All right.
On to the next topic. So shout out to Shannon Sharpe, Uncle Shay. As he's been
Shay is
known right now.
hilarious.
He has a great podcast out right now, and he does a late night. It comes on actually Sunday nights after all the games is off. Him and Chad Ocho Cinco, and they were talking about dating. So Chad Ocho Cinco says, like, you know, it ain't real until his woman uses the bathroom in front of him or farts in front of him. And Shannon Sharpe said he broke up with the girl
Dated the girl
because she farted in front of him.
Wow.
So I want to
insane.
know, how do we feel about that, fellas and the young? You're gonna answer first.
Yes.
Listen,
How do you feel about
if
that?
I gotta go, I gotta go. Like, to be quite frank, I am too grown to be squeezing my butt cheeks together so the fart don't come out loud and shit. Like, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing
You're supposed to
that.
spread them.
So I just
It just goes out. If the cheeks being together, that's
gonna
gonna
make
that make the noise.
Yeah.
I've been doing that shit wrong. I tell you that much.
Yeah.
But
That shit a
it's
whistle.
human.
You make it tight.
Yo, I respect that, Lynn. I respect that. Yo, listen, the first time my wife farted in front of me when we were dating, bro, I looked at her, I was like, oh, so it's real now. Like so now we're like, I mean, like all of that. I was like, so we actually fucking like in this because I don't for the life of me I don't understand. I used to think that it didn't exist, that men were like dated women and didn't believe that they did things like go to the bathroom and fart and things like that. And then now, after seeing this clip or seeing this exchange between Shay and Ocho Cinco, I'm like, there are men who are just out there going, yo, you can't do these normal bodily functions around me, which is the craziest thing. Rich, how do you freaking, I don't know, crucify a chick if she farts around you, goes to the bathroom around
How
you?
you feel about that, Rich?
Nah, if a chick farts around me, I think matter of fact, shout out to Shadow Remix. He said that's natural. Something like that can't be does. However, I don't know what that sentence meant.
That's
something like that can't be.
Oh, because
That's why I didn't understand what that meant.
Yeah.
What you could do is listen to yourself and know when things are comfortable. You should be in the right time in between y'all. I would agree with that. I feel like because the whole locked in idea, if she's one of those girls that Y'all chilling the first night and she fought around you.
No.
Y'all locked in?
Good question. No, I don't feel like. But we all putting that face on at that point in time. So yeah, it's not good.
First I was just chilling with you and you come and take a shit at my crib. No.
Has this happened before?
No. I mean, actually, yes, that happened to me.
I'm like, you said it like you. He's like, yo, if you do some shit like that
happened
before.
Wait, hear me out. You know how many of us are lactose intolerant, bro? Like, you know how hard it is. Like, we can't even.
So you gotta think about that on the date. You gotta think about.
So don't have no cheese. What you do?
Wait, so you got to take a shit on the first
I haven't had to, but if I have to, then I have to. It is what it. Listen,
you come to my house and take a shit.
You gotta
on like the first time coming to my house.
If you do that, you gotta understand that this is no more now. You gotta understand that.
MJ Hayes said, LMAO, what did I walk in on? You walked in on keeping my podcast doing what we do.
I'm glad you did. So no courtesy flush? No courtesy flush? You just shit the whole thing out real quick?
No, I'm gonna do flushes in between, the water running, sprays in between. Like, I have.
Now I know your shit.
Now I know. If I hear 2 flushes, she's
definitely going in.
I'm not even gonna try to hit no more.
But at least I have the courtesy of trying to hide it. At least you know I'm embarrassed.
You actually turned on the sirens when you did that.
But you know I'm embarrassed.
If I don't hear my shower start running, you gotta go try to wash up after that.
No, like, I have my coffee damn near every morning, so and I have to plan out my shits, and God forbid.
With your black seed oil.
Yeah, God forbid. God forbid.
I have my coffee every morning. You know what that means.
And I'm gonna look at you in the face and say, "This all it take for you to not like me? This all it took?"
MJ Hayes says, "I'm with her." LMFAO. They're agreeing with the young lady.
All right, listen. I will say this. I understand that it's a bodily function. Mm-hmm. Totally get that. I'm not leaving nobody for them farting around me. If I like you and you come to my crib, if I like you, if I you're not just a smash.
A bust off.
If you're just a smash and you come over and you,
is crazy.
Yeah.
I mean that's what we used to
never heard that before.
What? Oh, y'all ain't from Queens. Shout out to Queens, y'all.
I need to hear niggas from Queens say that shit because I never heard niggas from Queens say that shit.
Yo, dark skin Randy, tell me, yo, come on now, holla at me. A bus off? Yo, I'm about to holla at this bus off real quick, bro. Come on.
Alright, let's go.
And also, you gotta remember, like, if we're really like dealing with each other, trying to get to know each other, just based off the way I move, our first link up won't be in your crib. So we would have already been on like maybe 2 to 3 dates, whatever. I guess there's no niggas can't go on 2.5 dates, can you? Like, I mean, if you're going to walk, does that count as like half a day?
No, that should.
Half a day could just be you pulling up somewhere and we just talking.
I'm not
gonna lie. Because there's a lot of factors that go into it. Like the fact of if I've been talking to you every day, we've linked up a couple times, and it's your first time coming to my crib and you take a shit there, I'm probably gonna be the person to be like, yo, I don't even mind. I don't want to be in there and nothing like that. I want to be in there. I will say this: there's one thing I'll never get comfortable with. I don't need to see or let you see me wipe.
That's gross.
Yeah.
Wipe is crazy.
Okay, that's the one for me. That's the one for me.
Like you haven't been married. Okay, I got you.
You haven't been married.
Yeah, I haven't been.
And even though, you know what? I would ask my wife.
I have a full-blown conversation. Wiping, everything going on.
I watch you wipe your front. I don't really want to watch you wipe shit stains onto paper in front of me. I'm sorry.
Take a look at it and be like, yo, does this look healthy?
If you have the high...
That's crazy.
Hear me out, though, but if you have the high power flush, right? Then most likely you dropping it in there anyway after the wipe. Doesn't really... You're not seeing it. Doesn't really matter. Like...
Listen, that's
you got that good toilet. Like,
I respect Lynn for that. I respect Joe. Wait, you didn't answer. So how do you feel about this, Black?
What?
If what Shay said, what Shannon Sharpe said, that he broke up with Shorty just
it can't be right away. Like we can't be low key. We can't be like a month, 2 months in.
2 months in.
Month, 2 months in. Hold that shit in.
Hold on, Black. hold on, Black. Hold on. But you the person who said you fall in love in like 30 and like.
Man, quick.
Hold on. But I will fall right the fuck out.
Wow.
That's not love. See,
that's not love.
Hold on. But like I said, but now.
Hold on.
Let me interrupting me. Hold on. Let me talk. After 2 months, you better fuck because I'm farting. So
wait until you do it, and wait until you do it.
A month in, I'm farting because I had.
She gotta wait too.
Because I had a drunk Henny night, so now I'm sleeping.
No,
one of those.
No, we can't.
What if I do it while you sleeping though? Like, let's say you already fell asleep, we done cuddling, and I get up and then I go shit. Like,
I don't know. I'm sleeping.
Okay, cool. Now I gotta treat this shit like a third shift. I gotta treat it like an overnight.
Don't do
shit.
it too early. Don't do it too early. But after a while, you better find. We're gonna laugh about farts after a while together. Like, oh, you bugging,
Rich.
My current anyway.
Yes. What?
Yeah, just tell us how you feel, bro. You don't have to tell us about anything.
No.
Yeah, you already started about it, so it's not long finish now.
Farting and all that stuff to me, I do feel as though the reason people feel like we're locked in, like someone like Ocho Cinco, is because of the fact that a lot of people feel like that's women will probably, even men will probably hold off on passing gas and taking shit around each other just to avoid the embarrassment of each other until they really feel like, all right, I can do this around this person and this person won't leave me. Or this person won't
judge,
grossed out by me right now, anything like that. So that's why I already feel like you're locked in at that point. I personally, when I get to that point where you could do that, I definitely feel like I won't disagree. I kind of feel the same way.
Same way with.
I feel the same way in the sense that like
with Shannon.
With Ocho. With Ocho. That like we're
here.
We're pretty tight right now. Like cause I just walked in there. You taking a dump. Like you know what I mean. Sometimes farts be worse than other farts. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sometimes they get a rumble one. You be like,
sometimes. I'm not talking about the sounds. I'm talking about the fucking the smell.
The scent.
Sometimes,
the sound too.
Sound, you know, sounds can get you. Because if you in the shower and all that, the wet ones be sounding like they showering.
The scent has gotten me into arguments before, bro. It's just like you're ODing now. Like if you had
Jay, but aren't
that kind of bubble
you Dutch ovens?
I'm cooked.
He said he got into trouble for doing Dutch ovens.
I got into mad trouble for that shit.
No, he's saying he got into trouble.
Mad trouble for that.
Like you got mad at the other person, like you ODing right now.
No, if the smell is out of pocket, like you smell like you got something dead in there, we gotta talk. Like we gotta talk about what's going on.
Listen,
like how did you feel comfortable to let that off in front of me?
I don't think they know.
You had Taco Bell for lunch, White Castle for dinner, and you came to me and thought this was gonna be cool.
Can I ask that how often have you guys been in a position laying in bed with each other where your body part is near their ass, near their ass, like your face is near their butt, your leg is near their butt, and it just poof, boot.
I've gotten farted on while being down there, while taking care of my business. It's bruh.
That married shit.
Bruh.
Married shit.
It's shit. It's different.
Crazy.
It's different. It's different. If we were arguing and this makeup sex, I would have been tight. If we was arguing, you did that shit on purpose, my nigga. You did that shit on purpose. But if we
arguing sex, you pulled it on purpose, like hold on.
Like you foul for that shit. You foul for that.
See, but I feel like
it's happened though. But like,
oh my god,
when you're married, bro, it's different, bro. I don't know.
A queef or like, or you mean when you eating
the box and right there?
She just did a little
just
squeeze.
A little toot. Just a little toot.
You ever fart?
Let me stop talking because I know my wife's gonna kill me, bro.
You ever fart in a girl's face while you getting head?
Me no.
You black?
Nah, I feel like that's the most disrespectful thing I could do.
Yeah. Yo, I'm biting.
See?
I'm biting. Why would you do that?
Bruh.
Why would you do that?
Shadow Remix said, I gotta say, last time I went through that, I ain't give her a hard time, but I wasn't letting Shorty go out like that. I had to let her know, make sure you wash your ass, but in a joking manner.
No, 100%.
LOL, then you set yourself up when you in the danger zone, you know what I mean?
If you come to my house and you're gonna take a doodle, and if I still feel like I need to smash, I'm like, yo.
Yeah, no, of course.
Hop in the waters.
Yeah, I get that. That's
disrespectful if you don't, bro.
Yeah, that's
like,
how you
wildin'.
It's alright, I got lotion.
And
Hop in the waters, girl.
Hop in the water.
And if I'm with somebody I'm like really, really comfortable or whatever, like I'm on like full blown weird self type shit, like I like to pose before I do it, maybe do a little jump or something and then let it out. Like just little like creative shit. Like you know what I mean? And it's just like, yo, I fuck with you. That's why I do that. I fuck with you heavy. I wouldn't do that with just anybody.
I'm gonna have to shut the fuck up.
I love you.
My wife is texting me going.
She texted you.
Shut the fuck up.
She texted. She ain't even put in the chat.
That's it.
She texted.
Listen, we in this for almost 10 years now, bro. Like everything. I will tell you this. A lot of things that you did that you don't think that you would be okay with when you are locked in with someone like that. It's different when it does happen. When it does go down, you're like, yo, like I thought I'd be really upset, but like, I mean, we cool. Like again, if we're not arguing, we're not in that in that zone that's where we're already upset with each other, and I feel like you're doing shit to be spiteful. But then it's whatever, bro. Like I mean, like we're locked in. Like you said, we're locked in, bro. We're locked in, bro. I'm gonna shut the fuck up.
You're gonna be thinking like y'all having makeup sex and shit. Like I'm about to fart on this nigga,
bro. But now you're being foul. Now you ODing. Now you wilding. Now we're tight.
All right, y'all. Well, do want to move on. Is it a big deal if you're? How do you feel about your partner exchanging numbers with your friends?
My nigga, that's my friend.
What?
That's my friend. Fuck you exchanging. Fuck you exchanging numbers for. For
Get
what?
it through you.
For what? Yeah, if you need
Related information.
Fuck that. I'll call her for you. Why?
What about your male friends?
My male friends? Are they pre-existing before the relationship?
Yeah.
Like I think you had like two best male friends.
Mm-hmm.
Before you.
Damn near like cousins. Like and no
Okay.
funny business.
Mm-hmm.
Can you exchange numbers with them?
Yeah.
Why the men, not the women?
You know what it is? I've been burned before, and maybe it's just a trauma response. And I think like if I am in a place where I feel like there's a solid sisterhood, but even that I can't hold you. It's been times where I thought I was in solid sisterhoods, and like bitches ready to fuck my nigga. Like so, for me, the way I see it is that I don't even bring my man around my friends like that. Like maybe like once in a while if like it's a social gathering, but I'm not the type to be bringing my man consistently around my friends. I'm not the type that's gonna sit here and tell you how my man fuck me and how he don't fuck me. I might tell you, yeah, we had some good sex, but I'm not gonna tell you how big it is, how he does it, how he No.
Okay.
No.
MJ Hayes says if my nigga can't have a contact, he can't be my nigga. So she kind of disagrees. She's saying if her partner can't have her friend's contact.
I think it's a boundary thing, and I don't think it more so says that like, oh, I think my man is gonna go after her or do this or like, you know, do something wrong. I don't think that's what it is. I just prefer the boundaries because a lot of shit can get lost in translation. A lot of shit, like, I would prefer to just have those clear boundaries up. Like I said, you know, if I do get to the point where this is also a trauma response. I'm gonna actively tell you that if I do get to the point where I can really trust in sisterhood, like on some, yo, that's cool. All right, like fine. Actually, I have one person that I would trust. Believe it or not, I have like one person, like you know her, and I would trust her to be around my partner or to like you know talk about something, but I've just been around a lot of like connections where I think we really solid, but then it's also like there's some weird animosity. So unless I'm 100% sure about that sisterhood, no, because sometimes it's not even about your man dealing with her doing something physical. Sometimes it's as simple as like, yo, there's secret animosity and jealousy and envy there, and now you telling this nigga shit I've never done, or like even telling this, like coming up with wild shit and wild schemes, and we're gonna talk about it, but I don't need you to plant the seed of doubt. It's not necessary.
And Jay Hayes is saying it's not about him, it's about my friends, like you reflected on. I go missing, I'm anemic, I fall asleep, so you need people. I'm happy for you for reflecting. Celebrate her more, fuck the past, that's them, not you.
Yeah.
So,
Now, and
you got some supporters.
I was gonna say that also if you ever do a group trip, they're gonna exchange numbers.
True.
If they ever want to throw you a surprise party and to invite your friends, they're gonna need to know how to contact your friends.
Indeed.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's really contingent upon, it's a trust factor as far as you trust in your partner and you trust in your friends. You know what I mean?
But
just like I've heard girls say like, I don't trust. I would never leave you around this person. And in those situations, those people they usually don't frequent those people in the first place. You know what I mean?
Precisely.
You know what I mean?
You have to be able to categorize your friends and the people in your life. I have people who I'm just like, bro, we cool. We might step out together, but
it's not
that
that
deep level of trust isn't there. It's just not there. And I'm okay with categorizing people in my life where it's like, that might be a party friend. That might be like a friend where it's like, okay, we share common interests, but our belief system is very different. And even at that point, I don't even consider those people friends. I consider them acquaintances, you know? And then when we get to that point where I'm like, okay, like, yo, you my girl, I'm your girl, we riding for each other type shit, right? We riding for each other, then okay, cool. But if you're my man, you also gonna know who falls under what category, right? You will know, because we have that dialogue. You'll know who to call to plan a surprise. You'll know who to like, and if it's something like temporary.
Yeah, but I actually, can you have your friend's numbers? You said no.
We in a group chat, nigga. Like, if it's a vacation, we in a group chat. You don't need it. I feel like I had to kind of like think through it as well. My immediate answer was no, but I can also say maybe that was a trauma answer. But now that I've thought through it and even like my own like change in understanding and growth and like different relationships and dynamics, it just depends on the person.
Coco Thunder to within.
Literally.
Come on now.
Yeah.
I like it. I like growth.
Yeah, because like I've literally been in dynamics where I'm like breaking my back and I'm like, yo, we cool and I got you, you got me, but then like when shit hit the fan or let's say I'm not around, it's not what I think it is. And I have to pay attention to that. And you're right, like that trust starts with self. And when we like talk about self, I think that goes with my intuition, but also like realizing what dynamics am I gonna pour how much of myself into. Am I gonna open space for you to be a friend or open space for you to be an acquaintance?
I was told the same thing. I was told to really look, and I feel like we all need to do that, where we need to kind of just go into our Rolodex and kind of rearrange, you know, where we put certain people, because I've definitely miscategorized people in my life before, you know, where I'm like, I thought of them as a you know, real close friend, but they're really an acquaintance, you know. It's like, and you don't, you know, you kind of don't do the same things with the acquaintances that you would do as far as divulging information and being real open with as you would with your true friends. So it's definitely important to kind of, you know, put those people in those kind of categories and define that. But so now what you are saying is that you would kind of have your partner have your real, like the people who you really trust or who have not like proven to you that they you know, they could do some fuck shit.
And you know what it is? That initial no, and that would, I think it kind of, I had a quick kind of rundown vision of some of the friends or people who I have that I'm like, yo, like that's my rider type shit, and I ride for them, and I'm just like, that no kind of felt like a slap in the face as far as what we have, and then I just had to go back and kind of work through it myself and understand that, you know, that immediate answer is coming from a place of like protection, but when I really do think, because a lot of us, we tend to only focus on the negative experiences, but you know, and that's the initial first response, but then when you got to look at the positive relationships and experiences you've had with people, you're like, wait a minute, all is not bad. I do have friends that I can trust.
It's real deep shit.
Okay, all right. Yeah, clearly you don't mind if you grab your friend's numbers.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely not. I don't mind.
Y'all both got my girlfriend.
Yeah.
It depends on the friends. It depends on the friends for me. It like it's not like any guy you meet through me. It's like, oh, it's cool to have that guy's number.
Right.
Like y'all are my closest friends. Like my closest of close friends. It wouldn't make a difference to me because I don't think that my friends would ever be on the wave to be like that with them. You know what I mean? And that's pretty much the simple way.
Has that ever happened to you?
With one of my closest friends.
What? Yeah. A person you thought was a friend kind of violated in that way.
Yeah, it did happen to me one time, but it wasn't over them having. They didn't even have each other's numbers. It was in person. Where the person did something like that.
What did you do? Just curious.
I tried to speak to him calmly, honestly, and he kind of got very defensive and hung up the phone on me, and that only made me feel like she wasn't lying. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And she I knew she wasn't lying because she told me right after it happened, while he was still around, for me to say something. But because he's been my friend so long, I was like, you know what? We're in somewhere public right now. I'm not gonna do that. Like that doesn't show a union amongst the friendship that I've displayed to everybody. So I called him the next day, and he got real defensive and hung up the phone on me, saying I'm believing her over him. For all these years that I've known him, and just hung up. And I was like, yo, you didn't even answer the question.
It isn't me, by the way.
Yeah, it's not him.
I'm just saying.
You did not need to say that, bro. I did not think it was you. I know he does say you are his best friend for the longest, for however long. But
no, it was one of my closest friends.
That's why I was curious. Black, has this ever happened to you?
I've been told stories by girls that I've dealt with that like, oh, your boy tried to like talk to me, but those don't really like affect me.
Those probably with me.
The both of y'all don't gotta get up.
Oh, he fucking in there.
Yeah, those stories don't really affect me like that. Like, you know, I mean, like, you know, especially if I never told them like. And again, we had this conversation the other day and shit. Like, yeah, there are girls outside of our relationships where
Did you unpause it on
we
there?
care about, but if my friend once like said something to a girl who I was dealing with, that don't bother me. But to stay on topic, Rich, you know, every girlfriend I ever had, she's gonna get Rich's number very soon in our relationship because that's my dog, and if you can't reach me. You know,
I like that because, but also, in a sense, he's earned that level of vulnerability and trust. It's not something that's just automatic. It's not something that's just assumed. He's earned that level of vulnerability and trust. It's like it takes time.
I'll admit I was a piece of shit right out of high school.
But even with that, like, cause he likes to say that, but even with him being like. Quote unquote, I tell him don't call himself that. Even though I call him it, I tell him don't call himself that. Like even him with being a piece of shit, like
your body doesn't know the difference, Rich. Is the reason why we say
those ones didn't really matter
between the joke
low key for me.
Like I said, it was a high school young and dumb shit.
But also, I think it's fair to kind of understand that we all were in a state or place in life where we were not as knowledgeable, we were not as healed, we were not as compassionate and valued ourselves in the same sense. And it's like we've all made mistakes in our past and in our younger years, but those very mistakes and those very experiences led us to here, right? So
I've never made that kind of mistake.
I mean, not the same mistakes, but different mistakes.
For me, I'm very clear on being able to go, all right, my friend is interested in you, it's cut. It severs almost immediately for me.
Levels of interest do definitely matter. But
I agree.
Levels of interest do
because I can't even do it.
What's it called? Just to move on. You go to brunch with your girls sometimes?
I be wilding at brunch, man.
You want that brunch?
You could think that was the question, but she
ain't even asked me.
You're right.
You go to brunch? Second cup. Nah, she went on second cup. That's what I'm talking about. She was like, I got this.
She said, fuck it, we talking about brunch?
She's like, yeah, let's do this. Brunch? I got
this. So you done bottomless mimosas and all that, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. How do you feel about a group of guys hitting each other out and going for bottomless mimosas for brunch?
Why the fuck can't guys have a good time?
I'm not disagreeing with you. I just asked you a question.
I'm disagreeing with you. You cannot call me on a random Sunday.
That's that Jamaican in you, though.
Maybe. Rich, hold on. No, less. If it's not your birthday, you and the Rich cannot be like, yo, what you doing, Black? I'm chilling. Like, yo, let's go get bottomless mimosas before the show.
Why?
No, I'm not coming. I'm not
Rich,
going
you not
to
coming?
No.
If I call y'all and I say, yo, let's go get some brunch. I like brunch. Yo, me personally, I'm going to Batman brunch.
It's not going to be 6 niggas drinking bottomless mimosas. No.
Nigga, and we clinking the glasses and everything, no?
Count me out.
Why?
That's crazy.
That's crazy. It's not your birthday?
It needs to be a special
Let's
occasion.
go out in the evening to a brunch.
Oh my god.
We're not doing brunch.
You don't like brunch?
Huh?
You don't like brunch food?
I like brunch with my girlfriend, and I like brunch for birthdays. I'm not doing brunch with you on a random Sunday. No, don't do it.
Rich, if I call you, and y'all the two people I'm gonna call.
No.
Yeah, you're not coming, Rich. Black is not coming. You're not coming, Rich.
It depends on where we going.
I'm popping ass, bro. Caribbean music, girls is winding up all over the place. We chilling.
If the food gonna be good, I think I'm going for the food. Like,
right.
for example, the pantry in Rockville Center, that shit is delicious. You tell me we going to brunch there? I don't care about
you in there.
I just want to eat.
Let's go at 4 o'clock.
Y'all should listen. Y'all should go. Like,
Yo, masterminds. How do you guys feel?
Have a good time. You can have a real good time.
We can't randomly go to brunch.
Why not?
Before we continue, please, ladies and gentlemen, if you are online right now and you have not done so before, please send this out to 5 of your friends. Let them know that Keep in Mind is having a conversation. We talking about bottomless brunches and men and how and according to Black, we're not allowed to do it. So please,
I'm not coming.
According to Black,
I can do
he's
what
not
I want
coming.
to do.
And you my man. So if I'm calling for brunch, it's only gonna be 3 dudes that's coming with me, and you're not part of that crew, and that makes me feel bad, Black. That makes me feel terrible.
I'm going at 4 o'clock. I'll pull up at 4 o'clock.
That's crazy, bro. Black ain't going. How do you guys feel, Masterminds? How do you feel, Masterminds?
It's like fire for that. Bad man don't do brunch.
I'm sorry.
A bomba clock fire for that brunch.
I enjoy
Ex-Benedict? Fuck that. You're not into no dick.
I enjoy brunch food. I love chicken and waffles.
I love fucking brunch food, bro.
I love chicken and waffles. I love grits with shrimp and cheese. You know what I mean? I like those foods.
A breakfast burger with the egg,
I'm
with
sorry,
the fried egg on it.
Me, you, and Rich are not going to.
You said not randomly, so it has to be, like you said, it has to be a
birthday.
Yes, like a birthday. I'm
birthday.
gonna do a birthday brunch with you, no problem. You're not calling me Sunday. You're not calling me Sunday at 8 o'clock and be like, yo,
let's do brunch
in 2 hours. Let's do brunch, bitch.
Yo, Mastermind, how do y'all feel about this? I'm hurt that my man is not coming on a random Sunday for a poppin' ass brunch at the pantry. Yo, next Sunday I'm gonna call y'all before we do this show. And I'm like, yo, we going to the pantry.
Go ahead.
Rich is there, but you're not coming through.
Yeah, bring me a plate to the show.
I tell you this. Most likely because of our situation, we'll probably be like, oh, I'm bringing my show.
Our girls is coming.
Yeah,
and that's okay.
Yes.
I'm not Rich alone. It would never be. I'll say this.
Crazy.
It would never be my idea to say let's go to brunch. I'll be honest. It'll never be my idea to say let's go to brunch. I mean, I usually go to brunch with the lady. Granted, I'm thinking about
somebody taught you that. No. I'm curious. Did somebody put you on the brunch being exclusive for you and your shorty?
I'm just saying, brunch has now become a very feminine thing to do. Supposedly.
Gosh.
Hold on. I'm talking about in the Black community. Hold on. I'm talking about hold on.
That's crazy.
On Sundays we brunch. Who says that? You ever heard any of your boys say that?
I've never said it. But I'm down to brunch with my boys on a Sunday.
White guys do that shit, and it's not a problem if they bro code. But white guys also tap each other's dicks playing games. You know what I mean? They I'm just saying.
My man,
they play dick games. Do they not?
We don't play dick games.
There you go.
All right.
He's also saying we don't go to brunches together.
What is dick games?
You know what I mean?
Do with that.
Nah, I'm just trying to say cultures are different.
Those two things have nothing to do with each other.
I'm just trying to say cultures are different. You know what I mean?
I understand what you're going.
All right, in my appreciation. Like I said, I'm not. I'm half and half. I said I'll go. I'd go. I'm not saying I wouldn't go. I'm just saying I wouldn't be the one to suggest let's go to brunch. I'd be like, yo, let's go to the pool hall. Let's go to the bar. Look, yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. And if we bring,
and it so happened to be brunch at that bar,
I'm not getting bottomless mimosas with you, bro. We're not doing
this should be how you feeling so sexy.
Like, look, and you go back and you smash your shorty's brains out, bro. Precisely. While you're smacked off of champagne and orange juice.
You feel sexy.
Yeah.
What's wrong with a man feeling sexy? Rich, Rich.
Cassandra.
You know what? Let me not even say Rich. I used to like putting my tongue out in pictures. You don't feel sexy at times? You're gonna tell me
that wasn't me feeling sexy. I'm just saying that now.
So what was it?
If he gets out of violence,
Jerry, one, I'm starting to question you now because you just called me sexy, low key.
what?
Yeah, you said yeah.
I said listen, your actions have told me that you call yourself sexy more than anything else, bro. I've at least on this podcast said, yeah, I can feel sexy. What the fuck?
Yeah, no.
I don't generalize sexy.
You said you're a bad bitch.
I could be a bad bitch.
You said, yeah, you remember that, right?
Wait, but a bad bitch is an energy, though. You know what I'm saying?
Black, you ever had bad bitch energy?
Never.
You like Rich? You never had bad bitch energy? You like for your man to have bad bitch energy? Answer that question. Since Jerry said he'd be having bad bitch energy, could your man?
I said I could have bad bitch energy.
No. You said
I could have bad bitch energy. There's nothing wrong with me having bad bitch energy, bro. I don't care.
Listen,
Chino Bodega's in the building.
Chino!
Are you okay with your partner having bad bitch energy?
Depends how bad.
What?
Depends
how
bad. Like,
If your partner says that they have bad bitch energy, would that be a turn off for you or a turn on?
it depends on how he's saying it. Like, is he on some like I'm lit shit? Like he's lit. I'm a bad bitch.
Jerry said I'm a bad bitch.
I said I could be a bad bitch too.
I'm a bad bitch on the show. Stop it. Like, you remember that shit. And he said it multiple times. He said, you didn't say it on one episode.
More than one episode.
Exactly. Could you be okay with your man saying I'm a bad bitch? Because Jerry wanted to get, like you said, he wanted to get out.
Chicks say all the time I'm a dope. I'm a real nigga.
And what we say about that? What I say?
I know. I said
Let's go to someone when they said he shouldn't be saying that at all.
Okay, like it depends.
I'm trying to make a point.
What situation can your man come to you and be like, I'm a bad bitch?
If we joking around, or he like, it has to be like on some comedic shit. It has to be on some comedic shit. Like, I could deal with that on some comedic shit. But if it's on some like he is sassy ass, zesty ass motherfucker,
and I agree with you. If it's
I can't do it.
With me, it's always comedic. That's what I feel like my boys fail to understand. When my boys with y'all, I'm always always comedy.
See the bro nigga said, after I get a cut, I look in the mirror and be like, I look
cute. You know your mama be on D sometimes. You know your mama be on D sometimes.
It's the energy.
No. Thank you, Chino. Thank you for joining in at the right time, Chino.
Chino's fucking with you.
Idiot.
Yeah, he's being stupid.
Exactly, he's being stupid. He's being comedic.
Saying you're being a comedian.
He makes my point, and you just reinforce it.
Jerry.
He makes my point. We're being stupid.
We got it. What's it called?
I'm not being for real. If I was ever in a serious moment with you and I'm like, yo, who you want me to fuck up? I'm a bad bitch.
Yeah, that's so.
Don't be my friend anymore, bro. Do not be my friend. You are allowed to not be my friend at that point.
Okay, here's my thing. Like,
I'm just saying.
If you joking, we vibing to a song or something, you feeling it? Cause you know, like.
Well, maybe not doing all that, though.
No.
I started seeing you do all this.
There's a song, right?
No.
Hear me out. Right? See, I niggas not trying to hear me out.
Yeah, no, I'm here.
So you know how Blueface baby mother got this song out.
I was about to say which one.
The first one. No, not that one. Where she's like bad like a Barbie, motherfucker. Like, I don't care if you're a male or you're a female. You gonna be like, motherfucker. Like, you gonna jam to that shit. Like, I don't care. You gonna jam to that shit. Like, it's certain songs where you just feel it. Like, I don't like
that you said that because I feel that way about the sexy red ski.
Oh,
exactly.
Bro,
that ski so bad.
Bro,
when I hear that song,
a lot of dudes be falling.
If you see me here, you trying to say what's up, ski. I mean, really. Ski!
Yeah.
I feel that shit.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't like that you put that you put me in that category.
I'm telling you, there's certain songs where you
Black.
You feel
Thank you, Black. It's the energy. Just like we said, it is an energy, and you've had that energy plenty of times. And I know Rich has had that energy plenty of times. And I do agree with that being an energy. It's a certain frequency you're on.
Now, if you fucking me and you like, oh, slap my ass, I'm a bad bitch.
Yeah,
like,
now
whoa,
you
whoa,
wildin'.
whoa, whoa,
Nah,
whoa,
no.
We out of line. I don't want that. That's different.
Pause on the play.
That's different.
I mean, flag. Let's throw it.
There's limits to the shit. You know what I mean? Like, it depends on the circumstance.
So bottomless mimosas is cool though. They could be in a spot like drunk as hell, like nigga. Like
this is my bitch from day one. What if your nigga say that on live? This my bitch.
Let's go and say no way, black boy. No way. No way.
I'm sorry, yo. That song, bro. I don't even know what it is about that song.
No
But you
way.
can't help yourself. That's
I'm
what
good.
I'm
Now I'm good on
saying.
that song.
That's what
So
I'm
that
saying.
song
For me, it's different.
singing along to something is different from me being.
Nah, that song right there be fucking me up.
Joking around with my girl. Like joking around with my girl, I'll do something like like pretend to be like, you know, like oh, like acting like funny, like, you know, more feminine,
Comedic.
Yeah. Yes, Jerry, but I'm telling you, when you said it didn't even matter. It didn't even matter because that's not what happened.
You see how you put it
here, and you said I'm this, and somebody said what, and you was like, yeah, what's wrong with that? What's wrong with saying that? That's why it wasn't comedic at the time. But okay, we'll leave it at that.
Always comedic.
Oh, all right.
With
okay,
all of it.
All right, cool.
When have you not?
Well, as far as,
you know what I mean? I don't know.
me sticking out my tongue. As far as me sticking out my tongue, honestly, at first it was
Bad bitch energy, bro.
Listen.
Like I said it, I've said it. We've all have said it to you.
The way.
Personally,
Do you? Go ahead.
No,
we've said it to you. I'm like, yo, Rich. To me, I consider that bad bitch energy.
Right.
It's you'll never say it. You've never said
I didn't
it.
say that. I didn't say that was bad.
It's okay.
Well, what I said was, I'm like, yo, stop doing it. I told you to stop doing
He's told
it.
why?
Huh?
Why did you tell him to stop doing that?
Because I feel like it's not bad bitch energy. I just felt like it's a softer thing to do. So I've told you to stop doing that. Don't do that.
I'm not trying to do no advice. I'm not trying to start no drama. I'm just saying, bro. It's an energy. Just like Lynn said, I agree with her. It's an energy.
It wasn't about energy for me because a lot of time I'll be in the car and I'm rocking out to music, and I don't know if it's like you know how you have your go-to thing that you do when you're taking pictures back then. I mean, I haven't done it in a minute. It's been like over.
Nah, he hasn't.
You stop.
Yeah, exactly. It wouldn't be like that.
I said before.
It wouldn't be that. It wouldn't be that. I didn't do the peace
Every girl
sign.
picture, their peace sign is like this, like this.
Yeah. I didn't do all that. See,
Nah.
see, that's bad bitch energy. It'd be on some shit like I'd be like this, some shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, like.
But isn't that some cute shit or whatever? Like, I know it's certain. I've seen like niggas in
To me, that's
certain
tomato,
fraternities
tomato,
and
nigga.
shit that's done that. Like,
It'd be like that. That's exactly what I would do. That's what I would do. Niggas be like, yeah, stop sticking out your tongue. And I'm like, I'm not doing this peace sign with my tongue like that.
What I
I'm not
personally
like that,
told you
know
to stop doing is putting your middle finger up in pictures. That I've definitely told you, Rich, stop that shit.
And that stopped a long time ago.
No, you did peace signs?
Not never did peace sign. No, I'm saying
I said middle finger.
Middle finger.
In the
Yeah, he was doing that.
Yeah, I was like, yo, Rich, we're not there anymore, bro. Let's not do that.
Hey, listen, man.
Culture said, thank God he stopped. Nah, I ain't gonna.
I never did that. I never did this.
No, they're talking about the tongue.
The tongue. They're talking about the tongue.
But you know, even
Yeah,
as a
that was
woman,
wild.
I can
Black said that was wild. What are you doing? That was wild.
I don't mind. My biggest worry is a man who tries to like overexert and push hyper masculinity. I don't mind a man just having fun and doing like let's vibe, whatever. Like there's limits to the shit where I'm just like, yo, like, but you also know as a woman what level of flamboyant you trying to fuck with. Like it's true. Everybody got their thresholds and like what they willing to deal with. Like, and there are like straight women and straight men and like niggas is getting they butt fuck type shit like in a relationship. You know what I mean? Okay, I should have never said it like that. But like they like getting pegged in certain things. I feel like you just gotta know where you at on the spectrum and just make sure your partner knows.
Lynn,
That's how I feel.
Let me ask you a question.
I ain't pegging you though.
Not pegging, so you're not gonna. Alright, so your man is like, y'all having sex, whatever. He pulled out anal beads, and he like, and
For
you
him?
like, and you like, oh, you want me to use that? He goes, nah, these are mine.
What we doing?
How
are you responding to that?
What's going on?
I'm gonna tell you this. My personal demeanor, right? The person that I know that I am, I got two questions. How big are the beads? how long you been using them? And then on top, wait. On top of that, like, I just also want you to know, if you let me use those beads on you, you can never yell at me again.
So, are you familiar with?
I know that's fucked up. I know that's fucked up. But it's my truth.
It's not fucked up.
And it is what it is.
It is your truth. Yeah, go for it.
If my thing is, you want that, and even me being like, I think I like the control and I like the power. But I'm going to tell you this. It can change how I view you. And I'm going to also tell you this. You can never yell at me again. Because at this point, I'm not your bitch. You my bitch.
And I think, would you let him know that before you do it? And two, why would you do it if you know it's going to change? Like,
I like the power.
But you wouldn't.
Let me say that.
Clearly, you don't want to date somebody. Clearly, you don't want to date somebody who's into that.
I'm not even lying to you. It's the toxic shit. I like the power. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like,
this is not the first time I've heard
this.
Women love having that, and they'll judge you. And I always go back to Tahoe TV for that, man. Shout out to Tahoe for that, because he was like, you know, like they will make it like it's not an issue, and you will do it, and they will judge you completely and wholly for it afterwards. But they want that power at that moment.
One thing I always say, me in my personal relationships, when you're good with a woman that you're dating, when she's talking about me, I'm chocolate. I'm sexy chocolate. When she's mad at me, I'm the black ass nigga.
Yeah.
You understand? That's how they always gonna play it, bro. Yeah. That's how they're always gonna play it. So you just gotta know that if you let them do that, when they get to that stage, don't get it twisted. If they feel in the type of way, they're gonna use it.
Absolutely.
They're gonna use it.
You know
but
what I mean?
then it also raises the concern to me, like, am I the first person obviously you own the beads. You did the research. You ordered the product. Like,
yikes.
So to me, it's just like this is
automatic judgment.
Not even automatic judgment, but like this has been going on for a minute. You're just maybe trusting me to tell you your truth and how you feel about that, and that's cool. And I'm gonna tell you, like, you want the beads, cool. But I can also tell you, like, and this is just where I'm at. It's not about me trying to seem high and holy, trying to seem like a supportive woman, or I don't give a fuck about that right now. That's just like the truth of the matter is I'm gonna do it for the power. That's just how I feel at this moment. And you know what? Maybe next year, and as I continue to grow, that may change my perspective on that. But I'm gonna do it for the power.
Have you ever engaged in any penetration?
I plead the fifth.
Okay.
I plead the fifth.
Okay.
So has a man ever asked you to play with his butthole?
Has a man ever asked me?
Mm-hmm.
No, not asked.
So you took it.
She pleads the fifth.
What is that? Because I want to know. He didn't ask. What happened? He just took it? You just took it?
You just took it? Did you just take it?
Lord, this shit about to be on YouTube.
What happened?
Did you snatch his ass?
Jerry.
You took dude Bucci cat.
He took his innocence. He took his Bucci cat.
Yo, I can't stand it,
They said you took it. Damn, man.
Yo.
To make things very simple, the dynamic was very different after, and I just wish that I never
went there.
Cause I didn't see him as like everything the nigga did after that just was zesty as fuck to me, bro. Like the nigga breathe. I'm like, you breathe so zesty. The nigga eat, you eat so like everything just. Lord
Graham said, I love how uncomfortable Rich looks, yeah.
It's just you took his Bucci cat.
I mean, he gave me his Bucci cat. He didn't pull back.
Oh my God. Okay. And you did judge him after that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. There was no coming back.
I'm glad for that honesty.
I really appreciate the honesty.
A lot of women will say
I did.
A lot of women will say they oh no, there's nothing wrong with it. Mm-hmm. And a lot of the women haven't done it.
And I just like it got to the point where I feel like it's like, nigga, you can't yell at me. I took your Bucci cat. Like, you can't. Like, I feel like it emasculated him, and I also did subconsciously.
What was his What was his position when you took it?
No, we're not doing all that.
Black,
because that matters, bro.
No, it does not matter.
It matters.
The man's Gucci cat was taken. That's what matters, bro. That's it. Or at least that's what we're talking about. I don't care to know the position he was in or anything like that. For me, that's what I'm not interested in any kind of penetration in that area at all.
You gonna be like, "Word, Lynn, you told everybody."
But so many people say this, Lynn.
I didn't say an initial. I didn't say nothing. Like,
so many people say this.
It is what it is, huh?
They say for the man or for the male, the G spot does reside in.
It does.
In the anal cavity.
The worrisome part about it. And this is why I wish I didn't do it, because I was going to sleep every night thinking, like, for lack of, like, this is just full transparency. Is this nigga getting his ass, like, when I'm not around? Like, what is going on when I'm not around? Because you enjoyed that too much. Like, and I've never seen the dude bust so quick. So my question was, like, what is going on? Like, okay, this is, obviously I hit your G-spot, but now... is it something that you're gonna want continuously? Because I never want to do this again.
So you only like the power in increments.
I liked the power, but once I figured...
Yeah, thanks, Rich. Good fucking question.
Great fucking question, Rich.
Good fucking...
I guess yes.
She doesn't want to be all power.
All power, yeah.
I don't want to be all power, and I think another thing for me was just.
So you just wanted to see what it was and
I wanted to see like what it was and how he would react, and based off how he reacted, nigga, you this is the fastest. What the fuck is
too much?
But like also understanding
the
anatomy.
Do you believe that that's because it's not that it was your nookie that made him nut so quick, and that's a problem?
I think
because I feel like women feel like your cooch is what should be able to make.
So from like an anatomy standpoint, knowing that I have my own G-spot, right, and he's hitting that, and that's when I'm gonna be able to come like quickly and those intensive orgasms, right? But then for him, knowing the fact that that's where his G-spot is, and I feel like there's no turning back type shit. Like, once I hit that shit, like, there's no turning back. So now it makes me feel inferior because I'm walking around with Miss Good Pussy and you telling me this the shit that's making you nut the fastest? Like,
his G-spot?
I mean, and it makes sense. No. It makes sense. I think it's intellectual, like, versus ego. That's what it was for me. It's intellect versus ego. It wasn't even about, like, I understood it, but it still didn't change how I felt.
Right.
I understood it. I get the anatomy behind it, but, like, it was still an ego bruiser because I'm just like, I mean, yeah, you was, like, nutting fast, like, off vaginal penetration anyway, but then, like, you nutting faster off this, and I know this is, like, your G-spot, but then it's like, damn, now I kind of feel like, how do I measure up with this? How do I measure up with this?
That is the reason why I only want to know that.
You are the perpetrator.
Yes, I was.
So then, you don't need to match up. You're the person making him nut, aren't you not? With whatever, however you doing it.
Still, yes, but like I felt, and like it was the craziest shit. Like, you know what somebody does to you and you do to somebody else, and it's like, whoa.
Yeah. Do to somebody.
Like, in a sense, here, let me finish. In a sense, it's like, let's say you have and wait, let me be clear, because I may have misled you guys a little bit. It wasn't like no strap on or anything of that nature. It was just like strictly like, yeah. Right. And
it's supposed to be like 3 or only 4 inches. Is like really close. It's really close.
All I'm gonna say, if you want to explore your partner on that level, make sure you're at a good emotional and mental space to be able to accept your partner's pleasure points. Because if it's gonna hurt your ego and it's gonna like kind of like affect how masculine he is in your eyes, you're doing yourself a big disservice.
Okay. All right.
I've done the research. I've never actually practiced. Okay. It's just,
Hey man, if
you know, be safe.
That's your business.
Listen, and I'm being very clear. I've joked around about being a bad bitch. I'm definitely serious.
I ain't that bad.
About I'm serious about the fact that I am not interested. And I hear this, and I've been to science class, and I've read about this. But for me, I'm just like, I only want to know the pleasure from the vaginal or a woman's anal cavity. I don't want to know the pleasure any other way.
It was curiosity too for me, because I'm like, I heard about this, like I want to see if it's true, and once I figured out it was true, I'm like, like what the fuck, bro? Like, oh my goodness, this is real. Like, and he was like, he was into it, like he loved it. So I was just like, okay, like this is probably the most intense orgasm you ever experienced, but I'm telling you right now, this changes everything for me.
Crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy. We encourage men to be vulnerable and safe and to do things that we say we won't judge them for, but internally a lot of us do. But I think it's important for you to be able to vocalize where you're at, honestly, and if you're gonna judge a person or not, because it creates a strain in your relationship. It changes it changes everything. So keep it a buck. If I'm like, yo, if we do this, I'm not gonna hold you. That shit gonna change how I view you. Say it. And I don't know if I'm going to get to a place where it will or it won't, but we need to communicate where we're actively at.
I feel like
I appreciate that.
That was dope, but I feel like an aspect that kind of gets ignored is the fact that after he asks you for that,
even if you don't ask. He didn't ask.
No. I'm not thinking. I'm just giving an example where he said communicate. I feel as though if a man were to communicate, that is just as bad as you doing. The act didn't happen, but you're still gonna be like, he wanted that shit.
It depends how he communicates. Like, if we're in the midst of it and he just yelling some shit like, oh, put your finger in my butt, or like, I want you to like use a strap or something on me, then
if you're in the rut, don't
yeah, I was just about to.
This nigga said, if you're in a rut,
don't play with the butt.
I don't even understand what that means.
Just like she said, right? If it ain't all coalescing right with y'all on communication and understanding,
I agree.
then don't play with that. Don't play with that, because I honestly feel like it doesn't emasculate a man anymore. I honestly would feel like it doesn't emasculate him if he does. Again, I've said plenty of times before that if a man and a woman is in a bedroom, whatever they do to me is not considered gay. It's never considered gay for me. That's how I see it. But if I do understand that even if a woman will tell you straight up to your face that they will not think of you differently, I believe that every single woman in one way or another will feel a different type of way or think of you differently if they were to ever do that with you.
So you don't feel like if a man is doing something with a woman, it could be gay?
Black, you couldn't wait to
I've had to defend myself on this plenty of times. I don't feel like a man and a woman in the bedroom can do anything gay.
So okay. So
put on the strap.
No.
Black said, let me cook. Let me.
Listen, if she puts on a strap, that is a foreign object entering the.
No, not even a strap.
Okay.
Listen,
She's still doing it.
She's whatever. Your girl tells you, hey, get on your knees, get on all fours. I'm about to eat your ass.
Me personally?
No. Don't me personally.
All right, me personally is not happening, but I don't believe that is a gay thing that is happening between them. I don't believe it.
But I also think when you talk about when you talk about the premise of gay, though, gay is male and male. That's the way I view it. Like, to me, gay is male and male.
So okay, so you
and that's the definition.
So you don't think it's gay if you put on a strap and smash a man because it's a male and woman.
I don't think
the whole object thing that you keep saying that makes no sense. A woman is doing it.
I don't think it's gay, but I can tell you it'll change the way I view your masculinity.
Cheeto Bacon said that's a wild statement. The fact that Cheeto Bacon said that's a wild statement.
No. Hold on. You don't think it's gay, but it's gonna change the way you view him. Why is it changing it?
Because to me, I think hear me out. The way it's, like I said, it's a personal thing. The way I view sex is that I'm the receiver and you are the giver, right? Mm-hmm. And when that dynamic changes for me, it kind of like and this is like maybe a lack of my own maturity or just understanding different things, or even just a personal like view or opinion, but the way I view sex is I am the receiver, as in I am the portal that you enter, right? And then you are the one that penetrates.
Don't nod.
But there are also times where I do understand it is still a male and female dynamic or interaction happening where he is the receiver. To me, it becomes gay when it is a male receiving from a male. Now, if that is your dynamic, it may be taboo. I may not agree with it. I may not want it, but I don't consider it gay.
Agreed.
Okay. I'm trying. What's it called?
Go ahead.
Yeah. The whole receiver and penetrator thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like in a roundabout way, you're saying I look at him different because I look at it as pretty fucking gay. In my opinion, if you heard everything she just said, isn't that what it sound like? It's not like you say he getting penetrated, which is what a woman's supposed to be having, which is what's supposed to be happening to me. That's your personal view.
You also have to understand, like, I can differentiate intellectual and societal understandings or just like dynamics between men and women versus my ego. That is my ego that's telling you that I'm so set in what I believe that feminine and masculine roles are that it doesn't work for me. But when I think about what it actually is, I consider homosexuality male and male.
Hold on. Captain Tone wants us to read that she had her homecoming. Why didn't we come?
Yeah.
So
which we already told her, bro. That was last minute.
Yeah.
We couldn't coordinate going to.
Is that what she wanted to read?
North Carolina, Virginia.
Let's just say you like gay men. No, I don't like gay men.
That's not what she's saying. That's not what she's saying.
Mm-hmm.
But no. And even though you hit me with that ego stuff just now, in a roundabout way, it sounds like you're saying you're gonna look at them differently because you view it as gay.
I won't do it. I view it as like that's not gonna work for me. But I'm not gonna say like okay, like that means he's gay. Like he's a gay man. I'm saying that don't work for me.
So why can't he raise his voice at you anymore?
Oh, that's because, sir, I have my finger in your butt. So to me, the way I just view it, like I did something that I considered or felt like was masculine, right? So to me, I'm just like,
if you did
I like the power of
you did something masculine and he played the role of a more
feminine role.
Okay. Matter of fact, you're right. That's not gay. It's just feminine.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I mean, it's the same way as like brunching and shit. Like how I was talking about brunching and drinking mimosas. I don't think that shit is gay. But like, do you think that automatically means a man is gay?
No, I don't think it means
he's gay. Or
do
you just feel like it's a feminine nature or feminine act? All right.
I feel like it's. I don't think it's in the sense gay or anything like that. I do think it's a more feminine thing to do. Although that's just. And like you said, that's my personal view on it.
Yeah.
There's plenty of guys who go to brunch together. Jerry sees nothing wrong with it. And I, like I said, I would go. If Jerry invited me, I would go.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Would I be the person inviting people to brunch? No. Oh yeah, I can tell. But anyway,
I can tell.
But anyway, we got like 10 more minutes.
Yeah.
I did. Jerry,
These
these guys hit the whole. Yeah, he's drunk. Turn that around.
I think the point that I try to make is that like. What I'm into, what I like, and what I want, what I consider feminine and masculine, that's my own personal views and perspective. But I'm not gonna sit here and just blatantly call a man gay because of what he does in the comfort of his own bedroom with his woman. That's not my place, that's not even my understanding.
It's not any of our places. I feel like
that's
personally.
See, all right, then if that's the case, there's no premise to the show because this show is about our perspectives on things.
Right.
So whenever guests say that, my whole thing is like, then
which is the reason why I say. If it's a man and a woman in the bedroom, I don't consider anything they're doing in a sexual nature as gay. Okay, that's it.
And by the way, if
based on the definition,
for those who do view it as gay, there's nothing wrong with you viewing it as gay. Being gay is the thing, and there's nothing wrong with it. You know what I mean? But I did want to move on. Jerry had posted something in our chat recently. Far as you want me to say it or you gonna say it?
Yeah, no, go for it. I mean, I have to go back in there.
Jerry had put it in the chat. He said there was a post that had stated, a post from the Black History Unlocked, that's telling black children you have to be 2 times as good or work 10 times as hard as their white counterparts reaffirm the negative stereotype that black people are naturally inferior to white people.
To a certain perspective, yes. I mean, I don't have children, so I can only speak on a certain, a limited scope, I would say. To a certain extent, yes. I think you should tell your children there are multiple avenues to being great. There are multiple avenues to creating generational wealth, and multiple, especially in how we live now. There's so much access to wealth, so much access to knowledge, so much access to build, right? And resources. Instead, I wouldn't say that you have to work twice as hard. What I would tell you is that be mindful that who you are does impact what's available to you to a certain extent. But I can tell you, as a black woman who has experienced opportunities that were greater than some of my white peers, because I searched for them. I would tell them that there aren't limitations, but you need to be willing to do the groundwork to look for what's going to benefit you and where you're going to get the biggest bang for your buck. Because we live in a time and age where all that perspective of the labor force of working super hard to get what you want, it's not real. You don't need to exasperate yourself to create wealth and success. You need to work smarter, not harder.
But I mean, to go off of that, I would say that even if we do create those avenues, for instance, the black woman firm that gives startup money to black women to start up their companies is being sued by what is believed to be a white supremacist, and they're actually stopping that whole process because of the allegations and stuff going on right now. So even if you do find those avenues, I feel like there are systems being put in place to kind of limit or put a stop to or kind of target that progress. And so it does become something where it's like, even if we do find our own avenues and we do find these paths that do work to our advantage or work for us, there's always a system that has been put in place to kind of limit that or to change that or to redirect that.
There's always an obstacle, but there's always an opportunity. Know when to cut your losses short, know when to delegate, know when to search for different opportunities, know where to extend yourself. You know what has gotten me some of the most success of my life? Code switching. Learning the tactics of the very people who try to limit me.
Ooh. Hold on, Culture Enthusiast says, we tell them to work harder because many of us start farther behind the start line due to the systematic oppression. Which is very true. I was gonna say, kind of similar to what you said. I don't think it's going to make them feel inferior to tell them to work harder. I think it's more so. I think we're not telling them to work 2 times harder because of the fact that they're inferior. We're saying to work 2 times harder because it's that hard because of where you are placed in our society. You know what I mean?
To be seen, to be noticed.
To be seen, to be noticed, to avoid not having like Obama had to be perfect for to the point where Fox News couldn't come up with stuff. They said he wore a brown suit. Oh my God! He wore a helmet when he rode a bike. How could he wear a helmet while he rode a bike? Oh, Putin's riding horses naked, and he's wearing a helmet, and they couldn't find nothing on him. And it's not that it's gonna make you feel inferior. I do think that it sucks that we have to do that, but I think it's something that we have to do because of the fact that when you're a black person in American society, you do necessarily have to show that I excel beyond the average person. But me personally, I like to be number one in most things anyway. So I'm gonna tell you, be better than everybody. Forget being better than white people. I'm not gonna try to be better than white people. I'm gonna say be the best. You know what I mean?
Second place, do you feel like you would tell your future children that they need to work twice as hard, or they need to do that in order to, excel?
Huh?
Do you feel like you will be telling your children, or you would be advising your children to work twice as hard?
I'm always gonna tell them to be the best that they can be. Try to be the top. And if you can't, it's okay that you're not the top. However, strive for the top. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Strive for the top. I'm not gonna put you down because you didn't make the top, but strive for the top. Or and if your top is fourth place and you really put your all into it and you know you did, that's your number one. That's the top for you.
To me,
and work to get better than that.
You'd be okay with your child being in fourth place?
Would I be okay with it?
Yeah, because
I'm making it very clear. Would I be okay with it? No, but would I put him down for it? No,
absolutely not.
No,
okay.
I would not be okay with it. I knowing who I am. I'm not gonna put him down for it. If you're messing up, we're gonna go over the tapes and all that stuff.
I'm gonna be like, bro, step it up.
Yeah. I'm not. Like. Step it up, encouraging them to do better is not putting them down.
Facts, no facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
I'm not gonna put you down for it. Like I'm like, yo, damn, you out here, you really out here. Come on, like that's not how we practice it. The blah blah blah. Let's get it better. Let's get it down pat so that way next time. I think something that I feel like was a question that I was asked one time in Taekwondo by a coach of mine when I used to do Taekwondo at Kellenberg. Dude said to me, "How do I feel about my performance?" That was a really good question to be asked. It's that like, how do you feel about what you did? Do you think like, and even if I wanted to lie to him at that moment in time, I know in my head that's a good question that made me self-reflect and be like, how do I really feel about what I did tonight? You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I think that's the question. That's a better question than putting somebody down or any of that other stuff.
Especially when it said there's always room for improvement.
There is all around, but like I feel like even with, for me, I think the way I view it at this point, and that may change later, is the fact that how can I foster my child's strengths? That's the way I see it. How can I foster my child's passion? And I'm going to give you, to the best of my ability, the toolkit for success that I can give you. And if there is for some reason that I lack something that you need, I will try to find the resources to give you access to it. That's just how I see it. Because even if you broom the street for a living, be the best motherfucker you can be. There are kids who play with toys and who are making millions off YouTube. There's not a specific limitation where I'm just like, it has to look like this, it has to be like this, but I'm going to find those strengths, I'm going to, build them, I'm going to foster you, and then we are going to improve those weaknesses. And that's just how I see it, because I don't want everything to be a constant, like, competition against your white peers, but I'm also going to give you the reality of the society that we live in. So I think it's kind of balancing a sense of truth and reality and just what's happening, but also with like, yo, we here right now, it's us, we building this, cool, here's what we have working for us.
That's very true. I feel like that's what I am currently even doing with my children. I feel like you said, I do want to find their strengths, and I want them to understand that the things that they could do, that they do, or that they, that they're interested in, that doesn't even feel like work. It doesn't feel like anything that they're, that they're even, focused on trying to learn how to do, is something that they can use for passive income. It's something that they could use for, to honestly have a living off of. And it's, and it's whatever it is that they're interested in. Like my daughter's very big into, drama, and she's big into singing and dancing and all of that stuff. So it's like, there's plenty of routes there. You don't necessarily have to be the person in front of the camera, but if you learn how to all the aspects of it, you could be the person behind the camera too. You could be the producer. You could be the person who writes the beautiful story. You could do all of these things, and that could be part of you being, you being that person that you've shown me that you're interested in being. It doesn't have to be that you're because she's all about singing right now. But I'm just like, the world of singing is such a tough and grueling world that maybe you'll find that you're not as interested in singing as you are in writing a song, as you are in producing or something like that. So definitely use what you have as an interest to be able to introduce you to a whole world of possibilities as far as things that you can do. But I'm not telling them to work, twice as hard or 10 times harder at all. I'm not even saying that, because I'm just like, how hard? I just want them to work hard. That's all it is. If you want to be that singer, then damn it, you have to practice. Even if daddy tells you it's annoying and you're doing it every single day and you're doing it all the time, do it if that's what you want to do, because that's what you see as your future. That's what you see as something that's not even work for you. So, that's what I'm just trying to teach them. I'm not even trying to tell them anything other than that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I think
just have a passion.
I see a lot of working in education too, and I've seen a lot of parents who like to hone in on, and I get it, and this is mostly I feel like a immigrant mindset too, where it's like, science is gonna get you there.
Doctor, lawyer, engineer.
Be a doctor, that's gonna get you there. Be a scientist, that's gonna get you. No, be a lawyer. But it's like, bro, you don't know if that $1 million check is waiting for them on a different timeline with them literally doing makeup. You don't know where it is. You find the passion, you foster it, you give the resources, you give the encouragement, and then you do what you need to do. And it's crazy, you could do all that shit and then your child could to wake up tomorrow, I hate this shit, I don't want to do it no more. But at least all right, cool, that ain't me. I understand the prospect of okay, these are the most successful fields, but being maybe 20 years ago, but being where we are today, where it's just so much access and so much possibilities for growth, I just don't see why it has to be a certain type of way.
Are we doing the classics?
Yeah.
We have to.
Let's go. All right. Let's record. Point well made.
Thank you.
Definitely.
Yeah. What's it called? We do want to go into our classes so we can wrap up the show. Jerry, you want to start off with yours?
Yes. So you must answer with one of the two and tell me why. Would you rather be? Do I switch it?
No, keep it.
I keep it. All right, because we've had plenty of
do it alone.
Do it
alone. Yeah. Do it alone.
Okay. All right. Would you rather be single and alone, or married and miserable, and why?
Me?
Yes. Classic questions are for you.
Single and alone, I fuck with my own company. And just because, I could be single and still have a little boo or something or whatever, you know what I mean? Or still have an understanding. I could travel the world, eat great food. I think something that irks me is waking up, seeing somebody in my face that I fucking hate every day. That shit gonna piss me off.
And if you're married and miserable, that's what you feel like that the case would be.
That shit gonna piss me off. I gotta wake up knowing that we not at the same.
So how long would
we don't have an understanding?
Well, marriage is about commitment, right? So how long will you deal with the misery?
How long would I deal with the misery? Knowing me, nah. What I would like to tell you is I will be up and out of there, but I'm gonna be honest. Me, I'll probably ride it out for a minute.
What's a minute?
I'd probably ride it out for a good. I would try to convince myself probably for a good 10 years.
10 years.
Because by year 5, I would be mentally checked out, but I could ride along for another 5 years.
And if shit changes in that last 5 years, you'll be willing to commit back to it fully.
No, because I'm gonna be very resentful.
So what's the point?
It all comes back to the same misery. I'm just telling you, and this is based off I think there's a part of me that believes that if I have invested so much time and effort into something that I shouldn't walk away or leave. But realistically, I'm also working on understanding the value of cutting your losses short. So when I answer questions, it's really based on where I actually am mentally and where I am in my mind, and not just based on what this sounds good or this makes sense. It's just where I really am.
We appreciate that.
Yeah.
So you'd rather be single and alone?
I'd rather, yeah,
because you can find solace in knowing that even though you are alone, there's so much you can appreciate.
Yeah, and I also think being at this stage where I understand that you don't own people, you experience people, and that I don't own anybody. I don't own anybody, so I'm single alone. I might have a beautiful time with somebody for 30 days, and we may never see each other again, but we've experienced each other, and if that time is cut short, it doesn't mean I won't mourn the connection. I will, but ultimately too, it is what it is. I've made peace with that.
All right.
Thank you.
Yes.
What is your most toxic trait?
In my worst, I can be highly manipulative. I think I'm too smart for my own good sometimes.
Do you exercise your right to be manipulative and use it?
Career-wise, yes. Love-wise, no.
Career-wise, yes. Love-wise,
now, how are you manipulative in these situations with your big brains?
I think for me, it's picking up on like tone, body language, and different forms of communication. Understanding where people feel small and where people feel big, and feeding their ego when it works for me, but also destroying it when it works for me.
Wow.
But I know that about myself.
That is pretty toxic.
Savage.
I know that about myself, though.
She's the savage.
That.
But like, it comes back to the idea: just because you can do something doesn't mean you should.
So, Lynn, right?
Mm-hmm.
Lynn doesn't do that.
I don't do that anymore.
Coco Thunder.
Go.
Coco. Once Coco come out, it's over.
Like
3 non-negotiables in a relationship.
Keep it a buck. Just tell me what's going on.
communication.
Keep it a buck.
Keep it a buck. Tell me what's going on.
Tell me what's going on. Like, I think honesty. That's the first one.
Be honest.
Consideration. Be considerate. And the third one is be willing to do the work.
Those are non-negotiable. So if they're not willing to do the work, what?
Then what's the point?
If they're not considerate of you,
then what's the point?
And if they're not honest,
what's the point?
All right, that's pretty good. Can't even disagree. I would want to dive deeper into those, but getting close to that wrap up time.
Way over wrap up time.
No, we started.
We started later, and it's only about 6 minutes.
Oh, we did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, once again, we want to make sure we shout out. It's underscore within underscore.
Yes.
Yes.
AKA Lynn, AKA Coco Thunder, AKA Coco. Right?
Yes.
Once again, we want to make sure that we promote black honey.
Yeah.
Black
this
seed.
Is my black seed infused honey with turmeric also added. So, yeah, guys, it is available.
We're using that. They're
8 ounces, 16 ounces, 2 sizes available. This is 4 week supply. The other one is 8 week supply. $25. Bigger one, $40. So,
did it expire? Like, can it just? Does it need to be refrigerated? Like, what's up?
You store it in a dark space, so you can put it in a cabinet. You can put it on a counter, just away from direct sunlight. I have a 3-month expiration date on here, or use by date, but that's just because it does get a lot stronger over time. But the truth is, you have a duration of about 6 months. Yeah.
Okay.
You said a tablespoon, right?
1 tablespoon.
One tablespoon every day.
1 tablespoon a day keeps the mucus away.
Listen, my wife and I will definitely let you know how this works out. We're gonna try this.
All right. Well, guys, thank you once again. Make sure if you're watching on YouTube that you hit the share button, the like button, the comment button. Hit the notification bell to make sure you get any new videos that we drop.
We do have Dark Skin Randy coming next week with his lovely wife. We will be having another couple edition of Keep in Mind podcast where we will be asking, a married couple, a black married couple about, their experiences in life.
I got some sneakers just for Dark Skin Randy.
Talk your talk. So, definitely look out next week for that. And, that's it, man. Take care. Be safe. Keep in mind, y'all.
Yes. Thank you, everyone.
Peace.
Love.
Bye.
Later.